Good morning everyone, this is BremSter and today I'm going to try and record just a normal puzzle for the channel while I'm on holidays. I'm just missing doing puzzles, so I'm going to try one. I have no idea how this is going to go. I'm kind of in the middle of holiday brain, but I thought I would give it a try. This is Sumpin New by Jeremy Dover, and it uses a couple of constraints that I really enjoy, killer and quadruples. So Jeremy Dover puzzles tend to be ones that I find quite challenging, and I definitely haven't thought about numbers in a while. So we'll see how I go on this one. I'm doing long hours right now, and I'm just trying to chillax. So and I'm in the middle of my Hamilton run. I'm doing a lot more Hamilton shows than I thought I was going to. So yeah, I'm just going to see how I go. So what do we have for this puzzle? We have normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. We have quadruples. So digits in a quadruple circle must be placed in at least once in the 4 cells touching that circle. In this puzzle, there's no overlap. So 1 and 2 will appear in those 4, somewhere in those 4 cells, 3 and 4 somewhere in those, 5 and 6 somewhere in those. Then we've got killer cages. So digits in a killer cage sum to the number in the upper left corner of the cage, and digits may not repeat. So these 4 cells will sum to 17, but I don't know how that's going to work. These 4 cells will sum to 28. Again, no idea how that's going to work. These 2 will sum to 9. None of these totals are particular gimmies, so I'm not sure how this is all going to work. I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. So, okay, these are the cells that I can see that something is going on with. So those 4 cells there are interesting to me. Do I have my normal coloring loaded on this laptop? I do not. So this is going to be a bit of a challenge. I need to get that fixed at some point. So this cell here cannot be 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, 6. So this is 7, 8, or 9. Same as here, this can't be 1, 2, or 2, 5, 3, 6, or 4, 6. So this is 7, 8, or 9. This can't be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. So this is 7, 8, 9, and I think this is where it's going to be interesting. And this can't be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 7, 8, or 9. But this was the one I think is going to be interesting. Because if this is a 9, those 3 cells would have to sum to 4. And that's not going to work because this is a 13 cage. So this can't be a 9. If this is an 8, I'd need 3 different cells summing to 5. That's not going to work either because the minimum these could be is 1, 2, and 3 summing to 6, meaning this is the 7. So that is the 7. So that's a cool. So neither of these two are 7. Now that pushes that one up, but this is a 26 cage, and that's all fine. So this was a gimme, but does that do anything? Now, I think there needs to be a 9 in a 28 cage. If I don't put a 9 in a 4-cell 28 cage, the maximum I could put in it would be 8, 7, 6, and 5. Now, 6 and 5 is an 11. 6 and 5 is 11. 8, 7 is 15. 11 plus 15 is 26. There must be a 9 in this cage. So there is a 9 in that cage. So this is a 9. 9 is in one of those two, which would mean that there's no 9 in an 18 cage, but I don't need a 9 in an 18 cage. These are all different. Is that the thing? Well, there is quadruple stuff going on here. For example, 1 has to be around this quadruple, so it can't be in any of those cells. 1 has to be around this quadruple, so it can't be in any of those cells. So 1 is in one of those cells, but can I put a 1 in a... No, I can't put 1 here, because if I put 1 here, these 3 cells would have to sum to 25. But I can't make 3 different cells sum to 25 because the maximum I could make 3 different cells is 7, 8, 9. Because remember, I can't repeat in a killer cage. So these would have to sum to 25. 7, 8, 9, maximum 24. So this can't be the 1. But 2 can't appear here because of this quadruple. 2 can't appear here because of this quadruple. So 2 is in one of these. Now, if this is a 2, this becomes 7, 8, 9. But this could be 2 with those being 7 and 8, 9 in there. And I think that's okay. Except I know exactly what those 3 digits are. Because 5 can't be in any of those, and 5 can't be in any of those. So this is actually 1, 2, 5, and this isn't a 1. So those are 1, 2, and 5, which means I know what these are. These, no, I don't know exactly what they are, but the 4 must be up here now, because I can't put 4 in these cells. I can't put 4 in those cells, so the 4 is in one of those 2. So I haven't put a 4. 3 could go in any of them. 6 can't go up here, so 6 is down here. 6 here would put 5 here. Now 7, 8, and 9 is fine. Is this repeatable over here? That's an interesting question, isn't it? So 3 has to go in one of these. 1 doesn't do it. 4 has to be in one of these 2, because I can't put 4 here because of this quadruple or this quadruple. This is a 4, 6 pair, because 6 can't go in any of those or any of those, and 4 can't go in any of those or any of those. This is a 4, 6 pair. Right. But I don't have the same thing with 1, 2, or no, 3. 3 can't go in any of those or any of those. That is actually the 3, and that's a 1, 2 pair. Because 3 couldn't go here or up here because of these quadruples. Aha! Now, does that 1, 2 pair do anything? Well, now I can look at these, can't I? 1 can't go up there, so 1 is down here. 2 can't go down here. 2 is up here. I've got 3, 4. 5 is in one of them. 6, no. 7, 8 is fine. 9 is fine. So all I've got is the 1 and the 2. This is very strange. But now, this what, right, do I look at these ones now? Because 1 is in one of those 3, but I can't put 1 in the 26 cage for the same reason as I couldn't put 1 there. So 1 is in one of those 2. 3 is in one of those, but 3 can't go here. So 3 is in one of those 2. But I don't think I could put 3 here. Because if 3 was here, the maximum here is 5. 3 and 5, the maximum here would be 8. And if these sum to 8, those 2 would have to sum to 18 and would have to be 9, 9. This can't be the 3. This is the 3, making that the 1 and that the 2. Jeremy Dover is a very, very good puzzle setter. Now, but now I've got the same with 4. 4 can't go in any of those. 4 can't go in any of those. That's 4. And if this was any less, if this is a 2, these would sum to 6. Those would have to sum to 20, and there's no way of making 2 different cells sum to 20. This is the 5. These now sum to 9. 26 minus 9 is 17, and these have to sum to 17, which means this is an 8, 9 pair. There's no 5 here. This is beautiful. And I'm finding my Sudoku brain again. Okay, now, I haven't proven that yet. Now, okay, I need to continue this trend. Can I continue this trend? Where do I look? Somewhere in the puzzle. So, this can't be 2. So this could be 1, 9. It can't be 2, 8. It can't be 3, 7. So this is 1, 9 or 4, 6. If it was 4, 6. So can I do, no, I got this. Do I look at this now? Because 2 must be in here, because 2 can't be in those or those. So 2 is in one of those two. 2 here would allow 3 digits to be 15. That's fine. 3 is in here, but it's outside the cage. So there's no 3 in the 17 cage. Oh, this is where I need to start understanding middling digits or turning on the killer calculator. But 1, this is a 1, 2, 3 triple, because 1 can't be here or here. This is a 1, 2, 3 triple, but this is a 1, 2 pair. This is a 1, 2 pair. So this is the 3. This is a 1, 2 pair. Right, okay, so I can get rid of the corner marks. Now, can I resolve the 1, 2 pair in any way? Not sure, but if this is a 1, these sum to 16. If this is a 2, these sum to 15. Now, 15 cages, of course, this would have to be 4, 5, 6. Actually, ooh. If this is a 2, this is 4, 5, 6. If this is a 1, how do I get to 16? It would have to be 4, 5, 7, because I wouldn't have 1, 2, or 3 available. So the minimum I can put into this cage is 4, 5, 6, the absolute minimum. If this is 2, this has to be 4, 5, 6. But if this is 1, I have to increase one of these by 1. And I can't increase the 4 or the 5. So this must have 4, 5 in it. And it's either 4, 5, 6 or 4, 5, 7. So the 4 can't be here. This is the 4. And the 5 has to be up here. Ooh. That's nifty. The 4 is now in the 28 cage. So with a 4 in a 28 cage, I have a 4 and a 9. So a 4 and a 9 sum to 13. So I need another 15. I need another 15. And I can't use 9, 6. It must be 7, 8. So this is 4, 7, 8, 9. And there's no 4 down here because the 4 must be in here. And I can get rid of the corner marks. Or the fact that there's the 4, 6 pair here. So these are 4, 7, 8, 9. But this is a 4, 7, 8, 9 quadruple. So 1, 2, 3, 4, this is a 5, 6 pair. And that feeds that quadruple fine. So if these are 5, 6, these sum to 11. So these have to sum to 7 without using 1 or 2. This is a 3, 4 pair, which means that is a 6 and that is a 4. I'm finding my puzzle brain again. Okay, so what comes next? Soon we'll see. Maybe. So hang on, this digit here can't be 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. So this is 6 or 7, because it can't be any higher than that, or this would have to be 0 or less. So this is a 1 or a 2, and it's not a 1. That is a 2, that is a 6. The 6 means that's the 5, and that's the 6. Oh, this can't be a 3, because the 3 in this column has to be one of those two digits, because I can't put a 3 down here because of that quadruple. Can't put a 3 up here because of that quadruple, so 3 is in one of those two digits. So that's the 3 and that's the 4, which puts 4 down in one of those two. Ha-ha. That's a 6, that's a 5. I think that's still okay. Two is in one of those two. And I've kind of done okay with the killer, I think. Who would have thunk it? It is me. 5 is in one of those two by quadruple, because it has to go in one of those three, and that 5 is saying not there. I've already got 5 in one of those two, so this... It'll be something screaming at me, but that's okay. Is it this 9 cage? 1, 8 in that order seems okay. 2, 7 doesn't work. 3, 6 doesn't work. So if it's 1, 8, it's in this order. Can't do 2, 7 because I can't put 2 in either of them. Can't do 3, 6, I can't put 3 in any of them. If it's 4, 5, it's in that order. And it can't be 4, 5 because I can't put a 4. This is 1 and 8. So this is the 9, this is the 8. So this is a pair. 5, 6. So this is a 5, 6 pair. And this can't be a 6 because of the quadruple. That's the 5, that's the 6. So where is 6 around this quadruple? Well, I can't put it in this 28 cage because this is a 4, 7, 8, 9, and that 6 says not there. That's 6. The 1 is putting 1 in one of those two now, which is lining up with the fact that I'd already deduced that 1 was down there. This isn't a triple, but this isn't an 8. Neither of these are an 8 anymore. So 8 is in one of those two. Is it this 10 cage or this 11 cage maybe? I mean, I'm excited to be solving a puzzle again. I mean, I may not be doing great at it, but I'm still excited to be solving a puzzle. This is 7, 8, 9 without there being an 8 there. In fact, this 1 is saying there's no 1 there. So is this 4, 7, 9? Yeah, these are 4, 7, and 9, and there's no 4 there. So this is a 7 or a 9, giving me a 7, 9 pair, making that the 8 and taking 8 out of there. So this 7, 9 pair, these are 2 and 5. So this is a 2, 5 pair, which means this is the 1 and this is the 2, because the 2, 5 looked across, which means this is not the 1, so this is not the 9. Wait, what have I done here? Let's redo this 10 cage, because I've completely flubbed it. So I can't put a 1 in either of them. So it's not 1, 9, it's not 2, 8, because I can't put 2. It's not 3, 7. This is 4, 6, and that 4 tells me that's the 4 and that's the 6. Great. Redo it from scratch when you get lost. Now, I've done that. So that looks up saying that's not a 4 or a 6. But I haven't yet figured out which one of these is 1 or 2. It'll depend on whether there's a 6 or a 7 in here. Well, there's no 6 in here. There is no 6 in this cage because of that 6 right there. So this is 4, 5, 7. So if this is 4, 5, 7, 4, 5, and 7 sums to 16. So that is the 1, that is the 2. That possibly would have narrowed that down faster. This 4, I already had that. 2 is in one of those two. This being 4, 5, 7. I know what this triple is. 6, 8, 9. No 8 there. There's no 6 there. Is it these? 1? Oh, that's a 1. Can't put 1 in any of those. Can't put 1 there. Can't put 1 there. That is a 1. So this is a quadruple. 3, 5, 7, and 9. 3 can't be in any of those. That's 3. These are 5, 7, and 9. 5 has to be in one of those two because of the row, so that is not a 5. That's close to something useful. So what haven't I placed in this column? There's a digit that I haven't placed. There's 2 down here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's a 2 in one of those two. But these 2s are looking across, saying the 2 is not there. That is the 2. So this is now interesting. Well, if it's 1, 9, 1, 9, fine. Can't be, so this could be 1 and 9, but only in that order. It can't be 2, 8. It can't be 3, 7, because I can't put 3 or 7 there. And it can't be 4, 6. This is 1 and 9. Haha. 5, I don't know. But there's a 5 in one of those. So these are 5, 6, 7, and 8. Well, 8 is in one of those two, which puts 8 down here. 8 can't go there. So 8 is in one of those two, because 8 here would require this to be 3, and that is blatantly a problem. So 8 is in one of those two. Is it that digit being restricted? It can't be 1, it can't be 2, because if it was 1, for Sudoku reasons, if it was 3, that would need to be 8, and that doesn't work. 4 would need that to be 7. It can't be 4. It can't be 5. If it was 6, this would be 5, and that seems to be okay. 7 would need that to be 4. That doesn't work. 8 would need that to be 3. That doesn't work. And 9 would need that to be 2, and that doesn't work. This is 6 and 5. And we have made another deduction. 5 is now not there, so 5 is in one of those two. This 9 is looking up saying that is not the 9. So what are we missing in this column? 3, 7, and 8. Well, that's... So I can put the 3, 7, 8 in, that's fine, but this one can't be a 7 because that's a 4, 5, 7 triple. So that one is not a 7, that's a 3 or an 8. So I've got the killer cages all down to their constituent particles. I just haven't solved the puzzle. And I've mostly used the quads, I think. This is 7 or 8 because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9 are all visible. This is only 7 or 8. Can that be a 7, 8 pair? That would be 1, 4. Well, 1 is in one of those two because 1 has to be around this quadruple, and that 1 is saying is it not in either of those two. This, it can't be 1, it can't be 2, it could be 3, 4, can't be 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. So this is only 3 or 4. What about that one? Can't be 1, 2. It could be 3 or 4. It can't be 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. This is a 3, 4 pair. That's a 3, 4 pair. So this is not the 4. That's the 4, which means that's the 1. So this is a known pair. That's a 7, 8 pair. That is a 7, 8 pair, which means this is the 3, which looks up, making that the 8, that the 7, which takes 7 out of both of those, making that the 7, which looks down, making that the 9, which makes that the 7, taking 7 out of both of those. The 8, 9 looks back, making that the 7, taking 7 out of both of those. I'm still, this keyboard, still not a fan. But it's what comes with a laptop. It's a laptop keyboard. It's built into the laptop. Okay, anyway. So I still need to put a 2 in here. 4 and 4, I've already done that. Did that ages ago. This 7 looks down. That's huge. 8 and 7. The 8 now looks up, making that the 9 and that the 8. And I know what these are. I have yet to put a 1 and a 9 into that column. So this is a 1, 9. And these 2, 3. Oh, the 6, 8, 9 means that's the 1 and that's the 9. That looks back saying that's not the 1. So this is the 1. So this is a 2 or a 3. And the 3 is looking up. That's the 2. That's the 3. That's the 2. This is not the 2. But I know what these 3 digits are now. Well, the 4, 9 made this 8 ages ago. So let's use that. But I just did. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 3, 5, and 7. But there's no 7 there, and there's no 5 because of the quadruple. That's the 3. So this is a 5, 7 pair, and the 7 is looking up, making that the 5 and that 7. The 5 says that's not the 5, so this is the 5 because of the 5 quadruple. The 3 is looking down, making that the 4 and that the 3. This is a pair. This has to be the 2 because I have to put a 2 around this quadruple. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can 9 that. The 2 is looking up, making that the 5 and that the 2. The 4 is looking up, making that the 9 and that the 4. There would have been a 4 somewhere or some other thing I could have used for that. That 9 could have done the same resolution. So these digits are 6, 7, and 8. Now, there's no 8 there because of that. I could have told that by pencil marks, but I've done that now. There's no 7 there. That isn't giving me too much, but I'm close. I am very, very close. The 8, no. The 9 takes 9 out of there. The 6, no. Something. 7 comes out of there. 5 comes out of there. That's still not fully. The 4. That 4 looks up, making that the 7, which makes that the 5 and that the 4. The 5 looks down, making that the 9 and that the 5. The 9 looks up, making that the 8, which makes that the 6 and that the 9. And then the 6 looks down, making that the 8, which makes that the 7 and that the 6. And that is the correct solution to Sumpin New by Jeremy Dover. That was a lot of fun. That was really good. I loved how these corners kicked it all off with this 13 and taught you the logic you needed to use in these cells. So these triples were moderately easy to deduce, and it was what was going on in these cells that gave me something to play with. I miss playing with Sudoku. This was fun. I really enjoyed this one. So thank you, Jeremy. I know this isn't going to be seen until after I get home, but I just wanted to play with something. And this was a really good, fun puzzle to play with. So I really enjoyed it. Thanks, everyone, for watching. I know what I'll be watching in about 6 hours. Yeah. Thanks, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the puzzle. And as always, good luck with your solving.